Springboks 41, Wales 13. Dominant performance in patches by the Springboks. Great display by all debutants. Man of the match performance by Edwill van Merwe. Fantastic on debut. And for the first game together for the season, for the international season, a great show, great performance by the Springboks. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe, hit that like. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game. Who was your man of the match? Who played well for you? Who didn't? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let's get into it. So for the Springboks, obviously again, 4 debutants, 2 starting debutants. Obviously Hendrikse had 10, Edwill van Merwe at 14 with the starting debutants. And not the best start for Hendrikse. First bit of play or first kick off the tee miss. It's a little bit of nerves, but I think he did slowly warm into the game. A beautiful first try. I posted something about Tony Brown sprinkling his bits of magic with regard to the attacking shape and how he can change that, sprinkling that onto the Springboks. And yes, this is his first game involved, so we weren't going to see much, but there was definitely going to be notices and noticeable instances where you can see something's going on here. And I think from that first try, you can see that Tony Brown, little bit of his magic sprinkled on it with backs and forwards interplay, beautiful timing, players running from depth. I think Esthuizen was the key man here. He ran that short, which really drew in a Welsh defender. It was the play out the back, and then it was just drawn pass for Jesse Creel to score. Beautiful, in sync, everyone running from depth, knowing where to be, when to be. Timing was on. Beautiful play there. Although the first scrum, the Springboks absolutely demolished Wales, and from there on, it kind of just set the tone. Yes, there's a couple times where Ox was penalised for walking around. It just looked dominant to me. I think it's almost Wales couldn't hold the pressure. But again, I don't know. That's a lot of dark arts that I don't know too much about, but that's what it seemed like to me. I am loving the little bits of variation on attack, especially off 9. So Faf or Grant Williams getting the ball, jumping out and having options right at the line. So he's getting the ball, picking it up, running to that second defender, drawing plays towards him, and then having 2 or 3 options, one on the inside, 2 flat. The one time Ivan Ruas broke straight through. He didn't score, he's tackled right on the line, but Rio Dyer got a yellow card. And then we did end up scoring a penalty maul try where another player Aaron Wainwright got yellow carded as well. That's great. I love that little variation that they have brought in on attack. Springboks in this, there was a patch here where Wales were down to 13 men, where the Springboks really didn't do anything. They weren't finding their groove, giving away lots of silly penalties. And that's part for the course for having your first game together. A lot of players that haven't really played together. So it's to be expected. I thought that defensive effort from Edwill van Merwe, stopping Wales' probably only opportunity to score a try, was the intercept. He made the tackle there, and then the Welsh player popped the ball up. Edwill got up and made that second tackle again, just showing this second efforts, getting up and going again. And man, he was really, really good, really impressive. Obviously late to make his debut for the Springboks, 28 years old. But man, he was really impressive. Just showing maturity. Obviously, he's a bit older to make his debut, but showing his maturity, really scrapping for everything. Yes, he got man of the match, really scrapping for everything. That little time he burnt Rio Dyer on the outside, every opportunity he got, I thought he just took it with both hands. There's a lot of times where he rushed out and made a good one-on-one tackle as well. Obviously, that defensive effort that he did, and then that bit of brilliance, man. When you try to score on debut like that, you could just see after he scored a big fist pump and then just holding his head like, holy shit, is this real? Man, gets the calls for it. Grant Williams jumps out, gets the ball of Grant Williams, will step, and then just gas. It opened up for him, but he still had a lot of work to do. It was like 30, 40 meters. Pass through the middle and just spoot, wanneer koppie terug. Try time, beautiful, love that, man. Man of the match performance, Edwill van Merwe, how good. I thought someone else who played really well, getting his opportunity again, Apalele Fassi, safe as houses under that high ball. Man, everything, I don't think he knocked the ball on. Everything just up, taking those high balls. I thought the yellow card that he received was a bit harsh. Just kind of a reflection to put the boot out, or reaction, sorry. But, man, those high balls, that's beautiful. And Rassie would love that. Safe as houses, showing real maturity there, real positive in his body shape, going up for those balls, technique on point, really good from Fassi. I will comment quickly on the ref. I thought he was very erratic with his penalties, with the yellow cards, and then sometimes not calling certain things. Like I thought Mapimpi's try, that was a forward pass. If you've ever seen a forward pass, that was it. TMO's also jumping in. Like, yes, they've got it in the new rule where they can call more things or bring play back. But how many times did they show the replay of that forward pass and then not call it? Which I thought was a bit like, geez, man, how much more opportunity do you want to get to see something that was forward, I thought. But also just shows the attacking shape that the Boks are playing with now. They're creating space on the outside. Yes, soft hands is needed. Those forward runners or backs runners running those short balls to have the ball play out the back. But then just soft hands and really finding a lot of space down the edges. Really silly mistakes, I thought, from Wales, allowing the Springboks into the game. You don't want to do that. Like, the Springboks are going to get into the game regardless. But if you're going to give away soft penalties, it's not going to help your cause at all. And then the Springboks just knuckled down, man. Forwards do what they do. The maul try at the end for Bongi as well. Forwards just getting into their work. I thought BJ Dixon, when he came on, debutant, also Wrigley, just another one of those players I think will have a long career with the Springboks and just be not really spoken about, but, man, getting through his work, tackles, rucks, carries, lineouts. It reminds me of Franco Mostert, and you want someone like that in your side. Then I thought Sasha Weinberg Gumuzulu, he was fantastic when he came on, just composed, looked like he really fit in there, slotted a 55 or 50 plus meter penalty with ease. It still had 20 meters to go and just looked really composed, really like he belongs there. That certain swagger he had looked good, looked really good. And then for the Wales, I thought they struggled physically to keep up. Yes, in patches, they were coming at the Springboks, really coming off that line, trying to meet them there, but physically, just not up for it. And most teams aren't up for it with the Springboks, to be fair, because they're physical, man. They are physical. And I did think that the Welsh team they were punching above their weight at certain times, but just getting that together for a full 80 is something that they'll definitely need to work on. They were scrapping for everything, so you can give them that. You can see they were showing heart, that determination, grit. They just kept coming, kept getting up, kept going. And I thought one thing that was very interesting, same as in the Six Nations, using the bombs, the cross-field bombs, up and unders, and it didn't really work in the Six Nations. It wasn't really working here. Apalele Fassi was just eating them up. I think it worked. They would have kicked, let's say they kicked like 6 or 7 times. They used this option or this tactic. It worked once where Liam Williams got the ball and then threw a wayward offload. That's something that needs to change. Or when you're on the field, and this is up to Costello, I feel like, when you're on the field and seeing like we're not really gaining much from this, let's change it up. But it's also a testament or credit to Springboks, putting them under so much pressure defensively, and Wales probably thinking like, oh, there's not really much else we can do. So yeah, not really much. I think the Wales tour to Australia is a perfect matchup because Australia also in a bit of rebuild, new coach, rebuild where new players are coming in or new coach will bring in new systems. Not coming off the really poor World Cup, so there'll be some bad. How can you say bad? Like scratches on the mind, bad like confidence, real low sort of stuff. So I don't think it'll be a good matchup there with both nations sort of rebuilding, getting their squad together, getting their teams together. Not lots of experience. So that'll be interesting. One to look forward to for Welsh fans, I think. So not the best performance from the Springboks, still dominant, 41-13, fantastic. Boks roll on to Ireland. Can't wait for that. Wales will go on to Australia in Oz. Fantastic. International season is back, baby. Let's go. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game. Hit that subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.